Hello, YouTube family. I know it's been a while since I made a video just for you, but you know, on the way to getting ready for work this morning, I said, you know what? I did a Periscope. My YouTube watchers do not like, obviously, when I post something from Periscope onto YouTube. So I'm going to try to do a better job of cutting those things up so it's not so, rambled and all that, just for you because this is my original audience, so I want to make sure that you all are happy. Um, but I did a Periscope this morning on the things that we love, so I just wanted to make a quick video and kind of talk about this. It's more so something for you to think about than me sitting here giving you a whole bunch of information and rambling on about it. Uh, and what it is, I really want you to think about the things that you love. The things that you're loving. What brings pleasure into your life? What are the things that you're pouring yourself into? Um, because what I found is all too often people are pouring themselves into, and when I say pour into, I'm talking about your time, your energy, and most importantly, your heart, your love, the things that you're really investing your love into. We end up getting to a place where we're pouring love into things that can't or do not love us back. And again, cannot or do not love us back. Okay, so when I say cannot, I mean, are you pouring love into shopping? Are you pouring love into your job? Are you pouring love into eating? Uh, are you pouring love into just things that literally cannot give you love back? And although love itself is infinite, we as human beings are finite creatures as human beings. So we only have a certain amount of time, energy. We only have so much of ourselves to give to anything. And so my question again is, how much of yourself are you pouring into things that can give you nothing in return? Because when you do that, because you are a finite being, the well runs dry. And for a lot of us right now, the well has run dry. And we're still trying to give out of that well, but there's nothing left. You're trying to give, but you're in a place where you're broken. Okay. And the other one is things that do not give back or just choose not to. People who choose not to pour the love back into you. Um, how many people in your life who do you have who are you're giving love to, you're giving time to, you're giving care and consideration, you're really pouring into this relationship, and you're not getting anything in return, right? And you got to be honest with yourself about this. It's one thing to be frustrated with an individual not giving you the love that you deserve. It's another to continue to allow this type of behavior, because people are going to treat you the way that you teach them how to treat you. And a lot of that comes from how they see you treating yourself. Okay. And so you can't be mad at somebody for the behavior that you taught them. You just got to do something about it. So if you have let this person get away with, treating you as though you are a last priority in their life, even though you're making that person first, unfortunately, although it should be the case where that person reciprocates the same, uh, in many cases it's not. And so you just have to embrace the fact that that's who that person is. And this is, I did videos before. I think the video was called "What a Woman Needs," and one of the things that I even talked about in this latest Periscope, which you can go back and watch the Periscope on. I think it's catch.me/Dream Forward. You can catch the whole thing. Um, but one of the things I was saying is that women especially tend to pour their hearts into everything that they do. That's why I only hire women. They pour their hearts into everything that they do. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but I do. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with you. I hire women because I know that they really pour their hearts into everything that they do. And they need intimacy from their partner as a refill so that they continue pouring love into their children, into their work, into their sororities, or whatever it is that into your hobbies. So they need that intimacy from their partner to refill them. And that's what it all boils down to: being with someone who can give you that refill that you need. Because if you're not with somebody who can give you a refill, or who chooses not to, then you'll end up running on E. And this is how people get into cheating, because they want to stay in a relationship, but they get the intimacy from outside of it. Um, It's very important that you put yourself first. Loving, giving, caring, all beautiful things, but if you're not doing it for yourself first, you're going to run out of gas. You're going to run out of energy. You're going to run out of time. Everybody does. You're going to run out of everything else because you're giving everything else. You're giving everything to someone else. And the last thing I want to tell you is that you have to be okay. You have to learn how to say no. There are a lot of you right now who are watching this video who are big givers. Like you give, and you give. And that's a beautiful thing, but you can't forget to give to yourself. And anytime that you say no to someone else, you're really saying yes to yourself. So if someone else asks you for, hey, can I call you right now? I want to talk about my relationship. And that person wants to keep you on the phone for an hour. Well, you got to be able to say no sometimes because it's okay. They're just going to go to the next person anyways. So you got to learn how to say no. And in turn, what you're basically doing is saying yes to yourself. You're giving yourself that hour that you would have otherwise given them. So you got to have that balance in your life, okay? So again, I'm not going to talk you to death. I just wanted to challenge you with that today. I want you to think about, are the things that you are loving, are those things loving you in return? And for the things that can't love you in return, do you have a well that you can reach into to be recharged in order to keep giving those things so that you don't run yourself to empty? All right. So that's all I wanted to say about that. Real quick, you can go to my website. It is, I'm going to put it down below, but the website is GoFundMe.com/IForgiveYouBooks. I really want you all to help me put this book together. I want us to do it together instead of me just doing it by myself. I've always done it by myself, but I want it to be a team effort. I want you to approve what I'm writing as I'm writing it. I'm going to constantly be updating the site. You can go there now and catch the first little piece from the book. It's about my adoption story and how I was told that I was adopted. And you can catch that right now on, well, the website is going to be right below. And, my books and everything, dreamforward.com. And all the other links are going to be down below. So I appreciate you so much for listening. I'm going to try to make more videos. I know I've been slacking on that. But it's like so many social networks now that it's like you can't even keep up with them all. So, I'm trying. But anyways, y'all, I will see you soon. I promise you that. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Until next time, everybody. Hotep.